Social proof, testimonials, case studies. What's that all about, and why do so many people talk so much about that? Well, in this video, I'm going to dive head first into the game-changing strategy for boosting your sales, and that's through social proof. Have you ever wondered why some sales pitches hit the mark while others just kind of fizzle out? The secret often lies in how you showcase your trust and credibility. And by showcasing other people talking about you through case studies, social proof, and testimonials, then those prospects are going to be pre-framed to actually know that what you do works because they've heard it from other people. And trust me, you'll be amazed at why it's a total game changer. So get ready to unlock the power of social proof and elevate your sales game to a whole new level. Hey, it's Tom Jacobs here. I love sharing these sales nuggets to help you improve your business, especially for those solopreneurs and solo practitioners. So when we talk about sales, one crucial aspect that can make or break the deal is trust. Remember, I always talk about that know, like, and trust factor? And that's where social proof really comes in before the prospect ever sits down and talks to you, or before they see you on stage, or however it is that you are offering your program to a lot of people. The concept of building credibility and confidence with potential customers is all about that showcasing of experiences and opinions of others who have already worked with you. Many businesses struggle to stand out in the crowded marketplace, especially in the health and wellness field. There's so many different people out there offering very similar things. And a lot of it might be some snake oil salespeople as well, unfortunately. And that's why having video social proof, video testimonials, and video case studies, whatever it is that you want to call it, is so crucial for building that trust. So people know that your program actually works before they even come and see you. But the problem is, a lot of businesses don't believe in doing it or don't have the time to actually film those videos and make it happen. But let's get real. Having that social proof in those testimonials will make your sales process so much easier because those prospects will be pre-framed with knowing that your product and your service actually helps more people. The key is to differentiate yourself. And that's where social proof really comes in nicely. Because by leveraging the voices of your satisfied customers, you can break through that noise and establish your credibility in a way that feels authentic and relatable to your prospect. Another major challenge is that customers are becoming increasingly savvy and they no longer easily swayed by generic sales pitches. They're doing their research. They see your ad, they're going to go to your website, they're going to see what other people are saying, they're going to go to Google, they're going to look at those Google reviews before they ever book an appointment with you. And when they do sit down with you, they're going to be already kind of ready to buy because they've been pre-sold by a lot of those testimonials. And I'm going to share a story with you about what actually happened to me in my fitness and nutrition business years ago with one particular prospect that it's been ingrained in my mind because it was a great reminder that social proof is so very important in building trust and doing it very quickly. But before I share that story with you, let's talk about how to actually create compelling testimonials that will do the job of pre-selling your prospects before they ever come in and see you. So number one, really want to have video testimonials. Go beyond the written reviews. Because a lot of times those reviews, a lot of people might think, oh, they paid for those reviews. Their friends and family wrote those reviews or whatever, or they're just fake. When you have a video testimonial, and especially an engaging video testimonial where that customer is sharing their personal stories and experiences, that adds a layer of authenticity and an emotional connection than text just can't do. You also want to make sure that you are featuring different people that you help. In my fitness business, I had customers that were anywhere from 20 years old to 60 years old, and male and female clients. And so in my testimonials, I wanted to make sure that I had different people from each age range and each gender to make sure that their voices were heard. And so the prospects could relate to one of those people that was more like them. Because ultimately, if I'm working with an older population, over 50. I admit I'm in that population now. But if I'm working with that population, and especially women, and I show a jacked up bodybuilder as a testimonial, and he's talking about how great he got jacked up and won his bodybuilding competition, that's going to be a complete disconnect with what my prospect is seeing. And they're like, I don't want that. And they're going to go run away from me as fast as possible because there's a huge disconnect between that testimonial and the prospect. So you definitely want to have testimonials that are relatable to your ultimate prospects. The second thing that you absolutely need to make sure is that in those case studies, that there is a detailed narrative from that prospect. You want to develop an in-depth case study that details the problem, the solution, and then what the results were. Oftentimes, I'm going to ask the questions in the testimonial and then just take out the question piece. So then when the video is going, it doesn't hear my voice asking the questions, but it's all that prospect. And those questions are very simple. What prompted you to seek out a solution? Or what problem were you facing that you desired a solution? The second thing I'm going to ask is, why did you choose to work with us to solve that problem? And the third question you want to ask is, what were the results that you attained by working with us? And then a kind of a bonus question, maybe question number 4 would be, what would you tell other people that might be interested in working with us? And that actual bonus question is golden because they're going to actually do the sales for you while they're talking about that on that video. The third way of getting some really cool content and testimonials is to prompt your customers to share their own content related to your product. And you can do some really creative things. I've seen this on Instagram quite a bit. It's like unboxing videos. Like if you have a product or something that you send to your customers as part of your program, get them to video the unboxing of it. And then you can use that in your advertising, especially if you like hide fun little things inside the box that they get. They'll be like, oh, wow, I didn't really expect this. And it creates a really nice experience for the viewer to see that and go, oh, wow, that's really cool. I want to be a part of that. Part of that user-generated content is making sure that there are great stories, and you want to make sure that those stories are compelling for people to listen to. And you might need to prompt the prospect a little bit about how to tell their story in an effective way. It's not so hard. And through those 3 questions that I shared with you earlier, it's actually not that difficult to get that story out and make it very impactful. The fourth thing when getting all of these reviews and case studies and testimonials is that you want to get them everywhere. Obviously, it needs to be on your website. And then let's get it on Google. Let's get it on Yelp. Let's go through any kind of industry-specific sites that you have so that you can build this ecosystem of all of this social proof that what you do actually works. And it's not your voice, it's the voice of your customers, which is so very important and so compelling for other people, because now they're hearing that and they're like, yes, I want what she is selling. And now the fifth thing that I want to share with you is, how do you get this social proof? You can run little campaigns every once in a while, maybe every quarter, that has a specific theme or event to it, where you're doing like a success story of the month or client of the month. I did this at my fitness center, and we always promoted a client. We brought in a professional photographer to take the after pictures, not the before pictures, but the after pictures, and really highlighted their story. And we created these plaques, and it had a picture of them, that professional photograph, and then their words on the poster. And we would also make a copy for the client that they could hang up in their home as well and have it nicely framed and all that. By the end of 3 years, I had 36 of these framed testimonials that were on the wall in the consultation room and sprinkled out throughout the gym, so that when we gave tours to new prospective clients, we highlighted these different stories, especially the story that most related to that prospect. So that's just a really fun way of getting the clients to get involved and really highlight somebody very special every single month. Another way of getting social proof is in person, not just video, but in person. And this is a story I wanted to share with you. So I actually owned another facility that was women's only, and we always did Saturday workouts where people could bring a friend. And we usually would have maybe 5 to 10 guests that would come to the workout. And at the end of the workout, I would bring all the new people, the prospects who were just the bring a friend people over, and I would do a group presentation and try to get them to enroll in the program right then and there because they just experienced a great workout. Part of the presentation, I always had an existing member come up and tell their story. And I remember this one member that consistently volunteered to do this for us, and she was hilarious. Now, granted, this was in Houston, Texas. So here she was, wonderful Southern woman with a great accent as well. And so I would say, and we'll just say her name was Kate. I'd say, Kate, would you mind sharing your story with everybody? And she would get up there and she would say, well, y'all, when I first came in here, my knees hurt. I was 50 pounds overweight. I could hardly walk. And I was just not very happy with myself. And in 3 months, I've lost 30 pounds so far. I feel better than ever. I'm able to play with my grandkids. Y'all be stupid if you don't sign up. And she ended it like that. It was like almost like this mic drop. I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And I tell you what, most people signed up after hearing her story. So when you have somebody in person, and I didn't even prompt her to say that. That was all her doing it. But when you have somebody in person and they can ask questions later with that person, it just makes it so much easier to get people enrolled in your program. So there you go. Great ideas for you to include social proof in your marketing so that it makes your sales process a lot easier. And remember, social proof is more than just a marketing buzzword. It's a strategic advantage for you. By showcasing authentic customer experiences, you can build that trust that stands out from the crowded marketplace, especially when you're in a commoditized service industry. Make sure you're leveraging genuine feedback and create a compelling narrative of credibility. Cut through the noise and set yourself apart from all that other competition. Of course, having that social proof is really important, but you need people sitting in front of you doing a consultation. I have a very special resource. It's called my Monday morning resource. I'm going to put a link down below, but it's how to get great quality appointments on your calendar so that you are making more sales. So make sure you grab that free resource and let me know how it works out for you. Just make some comments down below. And until next time, you have a great day.